get hurt by all the girls. They try his world, but just to see. He used to get.
Saw an advertisement for this house online. It was listed by San Miguel Rentables. And so I called up, made an appointment, and we came out and saw the house. And thought about it for a week or so.
No, but may I interrupt? Christopher, I got home from work and Christopher said, I found the house. And I said, what house are you talking about?
Well, I hadn't been out here yet.
And he said, it has a porch, outdoor porch, everything we want, big enough for my studio, for us, room for our youngest son when he comes to visit. And so I said, can we go right now? And he said, no, we can't go till tomorrow. We were very excited.
Okay. So when you finally made the decision to live in Alborada, what was your first impression?
We loved it. We loved it, and we had made friends, met Sammy, our neighbor, and she organized a little welcome party for us. Welcome to Alborada. And we met you, Adriana, we met all the others who were here at the time, 2 years ago. And it was an amazing evening, and we felt so welcomed. And everyone, we all had something in common, something in our lives. And we had never lived in a place where we loved all of our neighbors. This was our first experience.
Where have you lived before?
Well, anyway, just to go back to that for a second, I always said that this was like a cult. It was like being in a cult.
Because everybody was so
everyone,
nice.
It was sort of cosmic, everybody. Anyway.
Yes.
Before we came here, we were at Cirandaro for a couple of years. And before that, we were in our house, which is...
No, we were at Los Senderos.
Oh, we were at Senderos also.
Well, many places, but in the world, where have we lived in the world?
Oh, we've lived in Madrid.
Chiapas, San Cristóbal.
San Cristóbal de las Casas in Chiapas, Mérida, Yucatan, Dallas, New York.
Wow. Washington, Connecticut.
Right, that was the first place. After Spain, we moved to Connecticut. And we also lived in Princeton, New Jersey for a while.
And why San Miguel?
I think that's enough.
We were living in Texas at the time, and in 1986, the economy was bad in Texas. And my mother said, go to San Miguel, there'll be a lot of rich gringas who will buy your designs. And so we did what my mother told us to do. So we came here. Christopher was already a Spanish teacher, gotten his master's degree in Spanish at the Universidad de Madrid. And so it was just a natural thing to do. I already spoke Spanish sort of the way I speak it now, not perfectly, but I knew
Very
Spanish.
Well. So how long have you been in San Miguel?
We moved here 38 years ago.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you have seen the changes in San Miguel.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
And what are the major changes you have?
Well, there's a lot more, many more people. To me, personally, it doesn't feel as foreign as it did when I first came here in '86. We felt that there was more mystery to it. It was harder to get here in those days. For example, the bus, there was no ETN. It was just a horrible bus from Mexico City Airport, which took almost 8 hours to get here. And so now that it's more convenient, obviously more people come, and that brings good and bad things. I like that it's very cosmopolitan and all that. Obviously, I can make a living here, but it's not as foreign as it used to be.
And what could you say to the people that are planning to come to live to San Miguel?
Have a lot of patience. This is not your country. Things are different. Learn what the differences are, and rejoice in it. The pace is much slower here, which is great. People have more time for each other. Certainly the climate is very pleasant. we've managed to find a really nice group of people here, very cosmopolitan people from all over the world, really, which is a lot of fun.
So, when you first arrived, were there people from all over the world, or mostly Mexicans and Americans?
When we first came here in 1986, there weren't that many foreigners, honestly. I mean, of course, there was no internet, there was hardly Cablevision had just started. Hardly anybody had a telephone. There were very few cars.
Really?
We lived up a street that wasn't even paved. It was, goats. It was a goat path. Now you can drive your car up there. It's very narrow, but it just felt very, exciting and exotic in those days.
We feel
comfortable here. We feel like
we belong
we're
here.
home. This is home.
Yes.